Hello. Hey. Hey guys, it's been a minute. Oh, hi, Umbreon. I was not talking to you. Didn't mean to wake you up, sir. Were you sleeping? Thank you, sweet boy. Thank you for the kisses. Okay, I'm gonna put you down now, okay? Why don't you go sleep over there? Oh boy. Just wait a minute here for people to show up. You know, I walked by my local Spirit Halloween or former Spirit Halloween, and I thought it was kind of poetic how it was shut down. Uh, just after the government shutdown finally ended. Um, especially with the memes that we've been leaning into. Josh is crashing the on-screen chat. No, not PP. Oh no, you can't say that here. No. Hey, cop watcher. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. Rest in peace, Smash Mouth. Didn't the guy from Smash Mouth die? It's sad. All Star is classic rock now, by the way. I think technically. It probably has been for a while. Anyway, it's good to see you, Cop Watcher. It's good to see you, Michelle. It's good to see you, Josh. It's great to see you, Radical Coder. Oh, that's me. How are we all doing tonight? Did you like the stream? Well, hopefully you do like the stream, you know? Oh, yeah, exactly. Like Nightbot says. Like, subscribe, get yourself a membership or gift a membership. Did you guys know that I stole this message that Nightbot posts on a regular basis? I copied it directly from our top mod, Fuzzy B. No offense, Michelle, and or Cop Watcher. But this was actually Fuzzy's message. I just copied it into Nightbot. I'm doing quite well. I honestly, I was trying to decide whether or not to stream tonight, and I was like, you know what? I just gotta dive into it. Just gotta hit start stream. That's the hard part sometimes, you know. What's the BoJack Horseman thing? It's like, you know, it gets easier, but you got to do it every day. That's the hard part. Rip Spirit Halloween now in the off season. Yeah, exactly. We should have a full year long Spirit Halloween. I think it would do well. It's crazy how much money Spirit makes in like 1 month a year. Yeah, honestly. I'm glad you did. Well, I'm glad I did too. Common Fuzzy win. That's true. Pretty standard for Fuzzy. So I was just watching. I don't know if we're gonna watch it because I just sat through most of it. But I was just watching Tom debate Rob at I guess it's DebateCon, but not. It's like Grid One's DebateCon. Like his own version of DebateCon. I thought Tom was doing pretty well. I mean, Rob is. It just reminds me of how frustrating Rob is to talk to. Halloween should be every day. That would be too spooky. That would be a little bit too spooky. I think maybe every other day. I could handle every other day being Halloween. I would just be so scared all the time, you know? All the ghosts and the ghouls. Brandon says, me also when it's Saturday, November 15th, 2025. Wow, look at that. We have so much in common. Isn't that great? Is it Saturday, November 15th, 2025 for everyone else here? That's crazy. I mean, I guess for some people it's probably the future. It's like the next day. It's Sunday. It's Sunday somewhere. Good to see you, Brandon Mize. There is a video someone posted in my Discord, who I think it was Jelly. Jelly posted in Discord about ChatGPT helping people unalive themselves, which I thought was pretty interesting. I watched it. Stop doxing us. I'm sorry. Animated FG says side profile shot is not flattering for Rob. Yeah, no kidding. But hey, what can I say? Cop Watcher says, not sure how Spirit Halloween does it. Definitely kind of a unique business model. Well, what about Phantom Fireworks? They do something similar, maybe 2 months a year. Josh says the parent company of Spirit Halloween is Spencer's Gifts. Spirit makes $1.1 billion roughly a year towards the company's total $1.7 billion. That's crazy. Wow, Spencer's that's looking rough for Spencer's. Interesting. Copwatcher says most seasonal business that I can think of. Yeah, again, I mean Phantom Fireworks, right? I guess that would be the other like stiff competition. Brandon says Rob is a yapper and can't go point by point. That's why he cries about interruptions so often. Very frustrating. Yes, absolutely, Brandon. Yeah, and Brandon, you are notorious for holding people to their exact words, and I actually really appreciate that. When you, I think Rob is one of these people like I've said like when I had my my debate with him about I think it's labeled as like various Trump topics, but the main thing was like that Rob spreads disinformation or whatever, misinformation, and I think when I slowed him down, like the first half of that debate, when I'm just like going really slow, like trying to get him to answer questions, like digging in deep to individual topics, I think that Rob looked fairly weak, and he made several concessions. But when he gets to speed things up and jump around a bit, he's quite intimidating, I would say. So Spirit is just propping up Spencer's Gifts at this point. Yeah, I guess so. Hang on one second. Listen here, whiny wiener. I shouldn't. Okay. Don't eat cat food. Cop Watcher says, never heard of Phantom Fireworks before. I'll have to do my own research. Really? Interesting. Yeah, Common Brandon W. Let's go, Brandon. True. Let's go, Brandon. Hi, Fatoy. Yeah, congratulations after your butt smacking. I hope you enjoyed it. I clipped it up and I was gonna upload it. So I'll try to be nice to you in the titling, but I might now that you've said explicitly this, I might weave that into the title. Fatoy or Caller gets his butt smacked by Coder. In his own words. Brandon says people hate my style of debate even though it's not very entertaining. I mean I guess I can understand why people might feel that way. I obviously don't, because I don't know. I care about the substance of the conversation, and I think that you get to that. Like, you hold people to that. I think it's quite entertaining in a way. Ryan is much more entertaining. That's why we're here. Well, I don't know. If Brandon was streaming, maybe I wouldn't be here. Maybe I'd be watching Brandon's stream. I don't know. Josh says, oh yeah, the seasonal fireworks by me are crazy. Buildings as big as Super Walmart that are only open for a few weeks at a time, 2 times a year. Exactly. See? Spirit Halloween is not the only one. And what about those like trees that do, or trees, those companies that do like Christmas trees and stuff? Hey, Common Good. Good to see you again tonight. I like both of y'all as debaters, says Michelle. Well, thank you. Yeah, I feel like Brandon doesn't get you're too calm. You're too you don't get the opportunity to go very far into the topic before people just like push you out, which is kind of frustrating because I think you hold people really well to what they're saying, and like dig into like what do you mean by this? Like, what is that? Like, what are you saying? Like, and they try to jump around and you're like, okay, well, yeah, but like what's this thing you just said? Like, what does that mean? And people don't like that. I don't even know if I would like that if someone did it to me. Maybe I would actually. It's interesting. I guess it would depend on like what mode I'm in. I think the conversations I would like to have, that is what I would want to happen. But I don't know if that's the conversations that we do get to have, you know? How many of you guys were here when I was talking to that Andrew guy the other day on Sarah's panel? I was mad. I was real mad. I'm glad you guys calmed me down. I appreciated it. I had to take a deep breath because he was triggering me. He was triggering me hard. That was a rough one. Oh, we got a spider on my wall. I don't like that. I don't want him to bite my boy. Fatoy says, "What do you mean, Coder? About which part? I'm There was a guy named Andrew who was debating on Sarah's panel. He was doing a third on Thursday, saying that the left is responsible for most political violence or something like that, or almost exclusively responsible for political violence. And the stream that I had on my side was called "The Right Can't Stop Lying About Political Violence." Animated says, "I had to leave that one when Angry Man kicked me." Yeah, I was also kicked by Angry Man. He can't handle us. Hey, Fuzzy B, we were just singing your praises. I'm going to go defeat the spider. Give me 1 second, guys. Just hold that thought. Sorry for any spider fans. I'm going to do this one in. Hello, sir. Yeah. I used Smash. It was super effective. I'm sorry. I know. I feel bad when I do it. I always I give them a little yeah. Arachnid, look away. I'm sorry. It scares me. I don't know what kind of spiders we get in here. Oh, live feeding. I don't know what kind of spiders we get, and I don't want my boy to get bit. I worry. I'm anxious. So I apologize to my sensitive friends. And again, I understand. But yeah, Angry Man kicking us. And that whole debate, that whole panel was very, very frustrating. But I am sorry for killing the Spider-Man. Did you hear about Trump? You mean Trump and Bubba? You mean Bubba? Should we read that real quick? Trump Bubba email. I mean, I've heard people talk about it, but I haven't actually read the email. Perhaps this is a good opportunity to dig into that just a little bit. Take a brief meander. Internet erupts over Mark Epstein email on Trump, Putin, and Bubba. Yeah, sorry, Arachnid again. Fatoy says, spiders are good. They catch and eat flies and mosquitoes. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah, again, that's fair. It would depend on where he was, I should try to catch them and release them more. That's what my girlfriend does, and she's more wholesome than me. Self-defense or something. Well, I gotta protect my boy. Thank you, Caldwell. I won't tell anybody except for everyone who's watching right now who knows now. Copwatch says, Coder trying many different live stream genres recently. IRL streams, live feedings, Umbreon shock collar. What's next? Yeah, you never know. You just gotta stay subscribed. Okay, fact check. Epstein's brother sent email about Trump performing oral sex on someone named Bubba. Claim. Mark Epstein, brother of convicted child Jeffrey Epstein, once sent his brother an email that suggested he ask former White House chief strategist Steve Bannon. Oh, I didn't even know that Steve Bannon was mentioned in this too. But so he's asking. Okay, so he's suggesting. So Mark is suggesting that Jeffrey ask Steve Bannon if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Okay, so what else did he say? Okay, I gotta be real. I feel like I feel like this could be like a meme, right? Isn't that possible? Isn't it possible that it's kind of a meme? Like, ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump. It's such a crazy. In 2018, I don't know. You mean Donnie T? You and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard. Sent via tin. Is that his like sign off? Sent via tin can and string. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it's real. I'm gonna assume that there's a picture. Fuzzy says, I don't kill most spiders either. If it's a jumping spider, I let it stay in the house. Interesting. Cobbler says, Radical Coder, do you feel you debate better when you're triggered, emotional, or not so much? I feel like I like a little bit of both. Like I feel like I need like if I get a little excited, I think it's good. But if I get too excited, then I think I start to slip a little bit. There's a balance, you know. Here, on Brown's back. Did you make a mess out there? I hope not. But yeah, I think there's a healthy balance to where I'm like, I think I get in my groove when I get like just a little elevated, you know, emotionally. I don't know how they got. Apparently, that's his nickname, right? Control F, Bill. Some Snopes readers and social media users speculated as to who Bubba might be referring to. Some suggested former President Bill Clinton, but Snopes has been unable to verify this. It was also unclear whether the message was in jest. Did Bill Clinton go by Bubba? Excuse me. This fucking guy, says Forever Wild, finally decides to stream. Yeah, I'm right here. Spiders, not striders. Oh, it's okay. We know what you meant. Oh, I'm way behind in chat, aren't I? Here. What do you mean fake? Well, yeah, because the emails are obviously not fake. Yeah, Bubba was a common nickname for Bill Clinton, especially in his early years. It was used by friends, locals in Arkansas. So I think that's where they get it from, that he used to go by that name. Animated Effigy says, there was a painting of Bill Clinton in a blue dress in Epstein's home. Who knows what's out of the realm of impossibility? Drugs make you do weird shit. That's true. That's true. What does the movie Get Hard about? Eva says, a white guy has to go to prison, and he hires a black to teach him how to survive in prison. A black guy. Okay. A black guy hires a black is crazy. Isn't that Will Ferrell? Yeah, Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. Yep. Porn more president. Yeah, exactly. Bubba is one of Clinton's nicknames, and he is referenced in other emails as Bubba as well. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I mean, these two are both notoriously funny. Oh, Allison Brie's in it too. I love her. It's cheesy. Well, yeah, Will Ferrell movies tend to be, right? I have to watch. I enjoyed Zoolander. I haven't seen Zoolander since I was a kid. Is Will Ferrell even in that? Is Will Ferrell in that movie? Oh, is he like he's like one of the enemies or whatever? Mugatu, the villain fashion designer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought so. Mean says I downloaded the wrong version of that movie. Sorry. Yeah, you probably used LimeWire. You should have been doing your math homework instead. So yeah, I was watching Tom debate Rob, but I'm not going to put you guys through that. Although I will say Tom, I think, did fairly well. Although he like me, Tom like me seems to, especially in a debate with Rob, fall into this kind of like this power bottom position, where like Rob's kind of steering the ship, and you're just kind of like poking holes in what he does, but he's like jumping around all over the place, you know, like trying to pin him down to something, and he's a little aggressive. Meaning up that version, Will Ferrell is taking ferocious dick. I have not seen that one. Tom looked like Megamind. Screenshot this profile of Tom making an emote. Maybe. It doesn't have very good quality. Wait, can I switch to 1080? Is it better?
Say Trump's a fascist.
Trump's a fascist. Well, he is. He is a fascist. He's a fascist. Tom looks like Nosferatu a little bit. You know who Tom looks like? Prof. Gamp. You guys know this guy? Prof. Gamp. I don't know if I can actually play any of his
Check deposited. So good.
like this guy. Every time I see this guy, first of all, he's kind of like he's kind of dope. Actually, kind of a good artist. But he's very silly, and I'm personally convinced that he is Tom's alter ego. Like, tell me he doesn't look like Rob, or no, sorry, not Rob. Tell me he doesn't look like Tom. Come with bombs in it. Maybe some missiles.
Megan.
Oh, we got a prof fan. Hell yeah, Michelle. Oh, good point, Nightbot, about liking the stream, subscribing to the channel, getting yourself a membership. And look at I got all my mods in chat. This is a heavily modded chat. Yo, nobody better come in here and troll. They're gonna get a wrench to the face. That's crazy. We are overprotected right now. Look at all my mods. We're stacked. I feel like everyone watching is a mod right now. It's kind of funny. I'm so jealous. My girlfriend went to Warped Tour today. I did not. He's got an album called Horse, and the cover is a picture of a bison. That is hilarious. He looks exactly like an autistic guy I work with. Is he a linguist? Fatoya says, Coder, here is on for you. Supplemental is here. Here is one for you. SNAP benefits were significantly affected. States began notifying recipients that November payments could be paused, delayed. So my question is, if these people affected stole to feed their families, should it be a crime or necessary action to feed themselves and their families? I mean, I don't know if we were at that point, but like I can imagine like lighter sentencing in under certain circumstances. But I do think that this is a really important question, because I think this is this points to a pattern in Trump's kind of political strategies, where he's often trying to push people towards rock and a hard place positions where they might do something that he can then crack down on them harder for. Like the ICE arrests, like we have plainclothes officers grabbing people up off the street and not like refusing to identify themselves, giving no reason to believe that they're actually ICE officers or whatever. Like, we don't know who the fuck they are. They're just grabbing people and like kidnapping them, what looks like kidnapping them, and is arguably like actually kidnapping them. And like, what are you supposed to, I mean, this is something Tom and Rob were arguing about. Like, if you see someone doing this, and you have no reason to believe they're ICE or whatever, or police or whatever, like, shouldn't you intervene? Isn't that like your civic responsibility to like try to stop people from kidnapping your community members? Like, I don't know. I think but if you did, then obviously Trump would say you're impeding, suddenly you've got federal charges, because you're impeding federal operations or whatever, right? Good night, Eva. Fatoy says, if a mother steals bread during a government-caused food benefit shutdown, the real failure isn't her. I agree with that. Yeah, for sure. Cop Watcher says, this is no longer a Radical Coder stream. It's a Radical Coder mod stream now. Apparently, there's been some sort of mutiny. Excuse me, sir. You guys hear that dog? My dog is cry-bullying me. Shabat says, if it went to December, it would have been justified to me. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I think so too. Cop Watcher says, it's a moral conundrum. Is it okay for a starving person to steal food? Yeah, this is a classic question. And I mean, I would say it's, yeah, especially like feed your children. I mean, like, is it, like, I don't know, is it moral to let your child starve? Is it more moral to let your child starve than it is immoral to like steal food to feed your child? Like, I don't know. Weaponizing poverty? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and that also if we talk about like the tariffs and stuff, like people who defend Trump's tariff policy, they like to bring up that like the United States used to be like primarily funded through tariffs, but what they will consistently fail to mention is how did tax burden who largely was responsible for the tax burden when the United States was primarily funded through tariffs? You're going to find out it was the middle class. It was the middle class and lower class. It was the average American. Which is why that kind of policy created a lot of populist movements of people who were like, hey, we're getting kind of fucked over. Yeah, consumers, especially southern planters and import-dependent regions, bore the tariff burden. Cost was largely passed through to buyers via higher prices. This is exactly what we're talking about right now, what we're starting to see. So there's going to be more, since the economy's already looking rough, more so now. I think this is this is something that we're going to, like, there are going to be more and more people in these sort of ethical dilemmas, right? Michelle says militias should be stopping ICE right now. At least in some cases, I think so, yeah. Brandon says, you could probably make a case that ICE operating the way they are raises the likelihood of kidnappings generally. Absolutely. And I believe that in California, at least, people impersonating ICE kidnapping people. I'm pretty sure this happened earlier this year. FBI here's Wired. And this is November this year. Hey, Umbreon, stop. It says FBI warns of criminals posing as ICE, urges agents to ID themselves. This is the FBI even urging ICE to ID themselves because they haven't been, and now it's making it more likely that, again, like if you don't know who is grabbing your neighbor, right? Like, what do you expect? Like the average, like all these people who are there, like, oh, the best way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. These kind of people. That they should just like not do anything, that they feel that they have no moral responsibility to protect their neighbors from, again, unidentified people kidnapping them. Like, what are we even talking about here? Michelle says, I'm not a Christian, but Jesus said if you get stolen from, don't ask for it back and don't mention it to the person who stole it. Interesting. I wish that my cousin would have done that when I stole his Game Boy Advance SP when I was a kid, and I would have kept that SP. Instead, I had to give it back to him. 100%. Anyone can buy a vest that says police and a mask and get 3 buddies to do the same and go kidnap people. In fact, the person who assassinated Melissa Hortman and her husband and her dog, who actually later had to be put down because of fatal injuries, as well as the guy who shot the other Democrat lawmakers whose names escape me at the moment, but I should be able to recite their names as well, and attempted to go assassinate another Democratic lawmaker. That person was dressed as a cop. Fuzzy says there's also scripture that says if someone asks you for a cloak, to give him your sandals and robe also. Damn, I don't even have any sandals. I do have a robe though. Fatoy says, what should an ethical justice system do in cases like this? I mean, have some sympathy, right? Like, let's understand where people are coming from. Like, what are people stealing? Like, I mean, I like, if it's like, oh, I'm like, I couldn't feed my kids, so I stole, like, a TV or whatever. I mean, like, I guess we don't have to accept that. But, like, if people are stealing food, like, I mean, we can have, like, a court, we can put them in court, right? We can charge them or whatever, but, like, the judge, maybe we should have a little bit of leniency at the end of the day. Cop Watcher says, I saw a guy stealing bread at a local grocery chain one night. Then I remembered that I actually didn't. It's so weird. Cop Watcher's message completely disappeared. I don't even know what he's talking about. That's so strange. Brandon says that's such a strong rhetorical and substantive point. Yes, absolutely. Yep, I agree. Hi, Christine. So mean, Christine. Oh, we got a new Christine handle, guys. New Christine handle just dropped. So mean, Christine. Pretty good name. Pretty good name. Michelle says you can't steal something worth that much and not get confronted. Even Jesus would have asked for his Game Boy Advance back. That's fair. That's fair. Baxter Boy coming in with the $5. What always so pleasant. I appreciate Baxter Boy so much. Just always popping in. Doesn't say a word. Just gives me money. Of course, I would enjoy if he said words too. But I mean, look, I'm just as happy to receive this. In fact, that reminds me. Although again, I don't have, for some reason, like I can't click on like my goal button, like drop downs don't work. So I'm gonna have to open it up on my phone to set it up. But I would like to set up a goal to keep the stream going. Check deposited. So good God with it. But thank you again, Baxter Boy. Let's go ahead and put his glorious super chat up. If you also would like to have an awesome, shiny, gold-plated, gradiented super message, the best way to do so is support the stream with a super chat. I believe any color will pop up this way. So support the stream, support the dream, support the ween, and support the me. Not the mean. Okay? Don't give mean your money. Well, I mean, I guess if you want, I don't think mean streams or anything. So don't give him your money unless he asks you politely. But give it to me, ideally. Sean called me. I don't know who Sean is, but yeah, it's a good new name. Hey, Bong and stuff. Good evening. I didn't hear a damn thing from Copwatcher. Nightbot again coming in to remind everyone to like, subscribe, and gift yourself and get yourself or gift a membership. Let's also, since my chat seems to have been working consistently this whole stream, I'm just gonna restart it just to make sure it continues to work as such. Maybe you guys just aren't saying naughty words in the chat, which I appreciate. Sean is a snitch, is he? Copwatcher says, what should an ethical justice system do for stolen food? Jury nullification? Yeah, maybe. I think that's a fair prescription. Anyway, should we go panel hopping? I mean, Dusty looks like he's live now. Or I think, well, maybe we'll wait. If Jelly shows up, maybe we'll watch the thing she posted in Discord about ChatGPT. I actually did watch the video. I guess I'll save my thoughts. A grown man who don't know better than to run his mouth. Damn. Fuzzy says, cream pea corn, my naughty word contribution. Well, thank you for that. Cream pea corn. She's hiding from us. Cream pea corn, true. I don't like cream corn on its own, but isn't that like how you make like corn nuggets? Aren't corn nuggets just like cream, like fried balls of cream corn? And those kind of slap, especially in some like ranch dressing. I think that's a pretty good treat. Why are you whining all the time? Fatoy says, during the Great Depression, food theft rose dramatically. Courts often quietly chose not to prosecute. Many stores even allowed people credit or look the other way. Yeah, see? I can imagine, things getting bad enough. That being at least the moral response. I don't know how people would respond. How like Walmart would respond and stuff. I really don't know. Christine never had shepherd's pie. Oh yeah, shepherd's pie slaps. Fried balls. I love fried balls. Love frying balls personally. Yeah, we need jelly. Cream spinach. I don't think I've had cream spinach. I feel like I've had like maybe cream of spinach or like where it's like a can of. Is that even a thing? Let's all channel our energy to calling jelly. All right, everyone. We're gonna will her into existence. I mean, if nothing too crazy happens tonight, then we might just like end early. I mean, I guess we'll let donations dictate how late we stay on. But we'll see. Cream cheese is where I draw the line. Wait, are you anti cream cheese too? What do you mean by that? I love cream cheese. Cream spinach is very nice. I'll have to try that. Okay, I'm gonna let the dog out again because he's being a bitch. You're being a bitch. Get out there. Let's see. Phantom X, welcome Phantom X, says, I think Walmart employees ignore shoplifting anyway. Not sure what Corp does about it, but the receipt checkers do not stop you if you refuse. Yeah, well, I guess they're not allowed to like physically stop you, right? Like I worked, like when I worked at like Barnes and Noble, like if somebody like just ran out the door, like I'm not allowed to like go tackle them, you know? Like not just, and also like for like both for my own safety and for like liability reasons. Fuzzy says, I just got some dill pickle cream cheese. It's good on a rice cake with ham. That is one hell of a sentence. I don't know how I feel about that. But weirdly, I think I might fuck with it. But yeah, okay. You're saying I love cream cheese. Okay, yeah, I love cream cheese. An extra schmear of creme cheese. True. Oh, I love cream cheese on a bagel. Oh my god. We get the cinnamon raisin bagels, and I'll toast them, melt some butter on there, and then smear cream cheese all over. Oh. Hash brown plus cheese of any sort plus egg plus bread. That's fair. Yeah. Hash brown cheese. Yeah. Oh man, I actually made these little sandwiches the other morning for breakfast that were it was just like scrambled eggs and like cheese, but it was on little Hawaiian sweet rolls, like 2 Hawaiian sweet rolls that were still stuck together, just like cut down the middle. And I put a little layer of shredded cheese and then some scrambled eggs with like complete seasoning on it. And then I toasted them in the air fryer for just like a couple minutes. And I put some like spicy mayo, like homemade spicy, literally just mixing sriracha and mayo. But it was so good. So good. I guess I ate 2 of them, but it was like 4 Hawaiian sweet rolls worth. So good. The schmear campaign of cream cheese. Phantom X says, I never stop. I'm not shoplifting, so they have no lawful reason to detain me. Yeah, that's fair. Well, also again, like the people checking receipts, their job isn't to detain you, right? They're just they're there to like if there's something that you didn't pay for that you're walking out with, they're trying to at least make note of it, right? Like they probably won't physically stop you, but like they'll probably I don't know if they even call the police for shit like that. They'll do something. Let's see what Michelle is. Respect the schmear.
My man, show him how much cream cheese you put on a bagel. Show him. Johnny, show him.
That's not enough.
Beautiful, cuz they never disrespect the schmear. Remember this man's face. Johnny, look at the camera. They want to see you.
Johnny, cuz you're a fucking hero. It's exactly how you respect this schmear. If it ain't like that, I don't want it. Get the fuck out of here, cuz.
My man, show him how much.
That's good. I would eat that. I love me some cream cheese. That's good. Good shit. We respect the schmear. More like hash brown fried cheese curds. Ooh, that does sound good. Yeah, now I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm not even... I actually ate a lot today. I'm good. I had my Taco Bell earlier, which I haven't had in a while. Makes me think of promoting women's health by getting the yearly pap smear. Yeah, true. Get your pap smears, ladies. Fuzzy ruined your appetite. Sorry. Yeah, now you're not hungry anymore. Just a whole block of cream cheese. Yeah, that's the right way to do it. I always put Whenever I make like Kraft mac and cheese, I'll put like a shit ton of cream cheese in there, like towards the end. So good, really takes it to the next level. Panda says the problem is that you eat it. As you eat it, the cream cheese squeezes out of the bagel all over the place. Too much is just as bad as too little. It's fair, but then you've got more cream cheese for a second bagel. That's one way to look at it. We need pita bread bagels. Ooh. Okay. Are we just gonna talk about food all night, guys? Are we just gonna talk about food, which I'm actually kind of open to. Bong and stuff says pancake mix works good too instead of the egg and breading. Interesting. No such thing as too much. All right, I'm gonna pop in and view what Dusty's up to. See if we want to talk. Is he frozen? Is that me? Their chat's saying, there's Toasty in chat saying his streaming EBT got suspended. Only massive amounts of donuts will save his stream. But if you can't save his stream, you can always save my stream. Remember that movie Alive? A rugby team whose plane crashes in the Andes, forcing the survivors, though eating the dead. So is cannibalism okay when faced with starvation? Well, that's a whole different moral quandary. It's now a food stream. I don't know about that one. I always feel like if you're on an island with like a group of people, I mean, I guess maybe there's a certain point where it's like you'll have to decide like, you know, them or me. But like, I feel like for quite a long time, your best bet is to like work with them to like feed you all, right? Yeah, exactly. Dusty does get plenty of money. Dusty's making good money on his YouTube channel, and you should give me money to make sure that we can say the same thing over here. We already got Baxter Boy leading the way. Follow his lead. Do you have cream cheese too? I have some cream cheese. A little bit of cream cheese. I think I have like half a container of cream cheese right now. But I'm out of bagels. Children of the Flies. I haven't actually read that. No, it's Lord of the Flies? Is that what you're referring to? Save water, donate to Coder. Donate to Coder. Just to make it rhyme. Okay. Who's streaming? You unsubbed from Flo? Why? What did he do? Mr. Far from Jordan, welcome, says, if the middle bite of the bagel was 100% cream cheese, it was too much. Well, there's a fair metric. That's Mr. Far from Jordan's take. Perhaps. Yeah, take that, Flo. You know, the best way to show that you're resisting Flo's stream is to donate to my stream. He got mad at me for chit-chatting with Fluzzy? Whatever. That's cringe. I like when you guys chit-chat. Keeping my chat active. I'm not a Final Word member on Modern Day Debate, so I can't watch their DebateCon content. He is awfully sensitive sometimes. But hey, so am I. Fatoy with the 5, is that euros? 5 pounds, what did I say? Can we get a cannibalism food review some night? I don't for $5. I don't know about that, but we can do we can have some controversial conversations about cannibalism, I guess. I mean, thank you for the $5, Fatoy. Everyone, I want everyone to go easy on Fatoy when I upload our recent conversation, because I'm probably gonna bully him a little bit in the title and description. So just go easy on him. Because I won't. So I need you guys to. You know what I mean? Copy this message. Yeah, I hate that I have to like do my goals through my phone right now. It's super weird. But it is what it is. Thank you again, Fatoy, for the 5 non-American dollars. We will start a new goal. Let me think about it, Ryan, after this game. Yeah, okay. Fuzzy says, for Thanksgiving, I'm using the turkey boobs to make giant dragon eggs, tenderized boob meat wrapped around poblano peppers stuffed with herbs and cream cheese, then wrapped in bacon and smoked. Whew! Now I'm hungry. That sounds awesome. I love that, Fuzzy. Good choice. They're making the whole content behind the paywall. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the whole debate con is paywalled. No, that was a banger wall of text. Fatoy says, I got thick skin coder. All right. Good to know. I was tired of being asked why I was at his channel. Who asked that question? I mean, I guess I ask like casually, like when new people show up. It's like, oh, how'd you get here? What brings you here? That kind of thing. But Michelle says, if I do say anything, know that it's not personal, and I'm sorry if I say something that rubs you the wrong way. Euros are worth like 150 USD. That's so wait, so it's more than, right? That's why my chat revenue is over $10 now, because I got the 2 $5, but like one of them is worth more. That's interesting. Bongan says, are you aware of the Fatty Angry Man drama? It might be worth a thing, allegedly. Maybe they are in the same universe. That is interesting. That would actually explain. I was wondering, because I tried to join Dusty's stream the other night, and Fatty and Angry Man were on, and I noticed that they were not giving me the link, and I suspect that might be because of they were settling some drama. But no, I'm not aware of whatever they're fighting about. Although it would make sense, because Fatty, when he's not talking about women, is actually a pretty progressive duder, and Angry Man is I mean, he simps for fascists. Like, let's be real. They're such a cult that they only allow people that pay. Well, I mean, okay, it is like they've been saying it for months. Like this was the plan for a long time, because they're doing like the IRL content. To be fair to Modern Day Debate, like they've been announcing it for a long time that this is what they were gonna do. So I mean, whether I like it or not, I probably could have gone. I probably could have even been featured in one of these if I'd reached out to James. He said he reached out to me like 3 times, and I haven't emailed him back. I think I've only seen one email. Bongan says, also, Pearly Things is coming on Fatty's panel tomorrow, allegedly, maybe. Interesting. Maybe I'll try to ambush that. Oh, no, I can't. Tomorrow night, I am... Oh, by the way, a debate announcement. Guys, debate announcement. Did you hear about this? There's a debate. I'm doing a debate. Look, that's me. Look at that handsome guy. Debating Josh Stacey, former congressional candidate, I believe. I think he ran for Congress. And just a reminder, this debate was planned under the proposed prompt, women should not vote. And I was like, I don't really want to do that debate. I don't want to entertain it. So we can talk broader about universal suffrage. Yeah, so the topic is universal suffrage. Do all adults have the right to vote? And I've already confirmed with him on the previous panel that it's not gonna be like something where like, oh yeah, well, felons technically don't have the right to vote because it's been removed. Like we've already been able to push that aside and have a broader conversation. So I don't know exactly what his angle is going to be here. I think he's going to maybe arguing that people should have their votes, should have their right to vote. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's got to be arguing for disenfranchising people, because I mean, like legally as it stands, like I feel like his whole thing was a prescriptive statement, but now we've switched to a kind of descriptive one. So again, I'm not really sure what his angle is. It's funny when he brought up his strategy plan and Sarah was like, no. Wait, what did he say? I don't even remember that. Also, Sarah's doing a murder mystery panel. That's interesting. I don't know if I care about that very much. I was playing Jackbox last night, and we did like the murder trivia. That's a fun game. Any Jackbox fans? You know, I have a bunch of Jackbox games on my computer now, so that might be something we even do on stream sometime, or like in Discord maybe both. I don't know. Could be fun. Good like community building stuff. Also, there's 2 times as many people watching the stream as liking the stream. So let's just do a quick poll. Did you like the stream, or would you shock Umbreon? Yes, no. Yes or no? The keys are the do and right. He will probably argue you on how you can get to rights without God. Maybe. I don't know. He seems like a more of a practical politic guy. Just a little bit, you know, not like I'm like, he's definitely like a right-wing duder. But so not in like when I say practical politic, I don't mean that in the cool way. Yeah, I don't know. Fuzzy says he was saying stuff about, do you think mentally ill people should vote and people in a coma? And she said, obviously not, so that's not a good way to go. Oh, yeah. She was saying that. Oh, yeah, and I was saying, well, yeah, I don't mind, like, quote-unquote, mentally ill people vote. Like, quote-unquote, mentally ill is, like, a massive, like, umbrella term, right? Like, we're talking about people with depression, people with, all sorts of things, right? Like, should we take the right to vote away from people with depression? That's ridiculous. I mean, he might say so, but I think it's ridiculous. And as I was saying to like Joe Cool the other day, I'm even open to the idea of like, in Florida, we actually voted to give a pathway to restoring voting rights for former felons. I'm not against felons being able to vote. Did you ask, would you do A or B, yes or no? Yeah, exactly. I'm Pisco maxing. Even though, to be fair to Pisco, he actually does ask yes or no questions when he does his hammering down. Oh, Umbreon's return, huh? Umbreon's return, huh? Welcome back, sir. Welcome back, my little weenie. Oh, come here. He meant people without cognitive abilities, it seemed. Oh, sure. Like people who literally like physically can't vote. Like, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I get, but I wouldn't want to disenfranchise those people. I feel like they just wouldn't vote. Like, it's like a matter of fact. Like, we don't have to take away their right to vote. Like, they can't vote. You know what I mean? Ignore Republican framing, get freedom. That is a good algorithm, and good to see you, Polygraph Lie Detector. I approve of that algorithm. For choices, guys, what do you think of this quote? Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. I mean, it's cute. I think it's just like super overly simplistic of like reality. So I don't know. I don't think it's that like it's really that impactful as a. Like, I mean, it's there's some truth to it. Like, I mean, like difficult times like do inspire people to, but like, I guess like you could say times are good in aggregate, you know, for like the average, for like Americans, I guess, like in that like life is not like horrifying, hopefully. Although for many, obviously it is. But like I guess what I'm saying is like the hard times we could point to right now are like the hard times of a rise in authoritarianism in our country and a dismantling of our federal government by Donald Trump and his regime. So like that is a hard time that now is hopefully going to create strong people to resist it, right? In a wide variety of forms. Michelle says they just want to reduce the voting pool to make it easier to control the outcome of elections. Yeah, exactly. Because Their policies are wildly unpopular. They're not very popular. People don't actually like their policies. If they did, then they wouldn't be constantly disenfranchising people and arguing to disenfranchise people and legally disenfranchising people and gerrymandering in ways that disenfranchise millions of people, especially black voters, who tend to vote for Democrats, even though many of them have more conservative values, but they recognize that the Republican Party fucking hates them. Phantom says, I don't think I'm in favor of IQ tests for voting. Oh, definitely not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not at all. Bongus says tautologically biased. Polygraph says, could look at it as a circle of Dem, GOP, and governance. Interesting. Yeah, the Republicans come in and create hard times, and then Democrats come in to fix it. The longer term rotation is happening. I think the problem is it's not guaranteed. That is a good point. When you create hard times, things can just get worse. It basically amounts to rain dancing in terms of the truthiness of the statements, says Bong and stuff. Yeah, something to that. Chatbot says, hard times also kill a lot of people. The quote is focused on the winners. That's very true. Very good point. Michelle says, so they want to make it so they have to convince less people to win. Exactly. Yes, good to see you, Chatbot.
He went to Cynthia.
Yeah, he's just talking about dumb drama I don't care about. Good point, Fluzzy. Yes. Remind everyone that you can customize the way that your colors, your chat colors appear on screen. And if you don't know what hex code it represents your favorite color, you can use this tool by clicking on that link. You can use a tool that we created on stream a while back, actually. A tool that you can use to get the hex color that you require, and then you can use these commands. And you can also join the Discord, the Room for Radicals. We have room for at least a few more radicals. Maybe you can be one of them. I heard Xander Hall was whining about the Dark Brandon channel, who does like these kind of like AI animated like I guess most of them are short videos.
Trump, Bill Clinton. Yes, that is the big question of the day. Did Donald Trump suck Bill Clinton's? Nobody knows the answer to that 100%. I think that it would be the funniest outcome if it turns out that Donald Trump was actually in the Epstein files, but it wasn't for being a pedo, it was for sucking Bill Clinton's. And that's why he doesn't want it to come out. It's been confirmed who Bubba is. It's a nickname of Bill Clinton. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Xander Hall was crying about this because people fuck with this content. I mean, like, look, as a lefty streamer, I guess I kind of understand, but whatever. I like the variety of formats. I like this. I like what he's doing here. Lefty says, I hate to be a dick, but I think IQ levels would be a great to ensure an informed electorate. I don't think IQ would. I don't even know if IQ would do that. I don't know if IQ tests would necessarily even do that. Or yeah, like you said, or at least a civics test. I mean, again, I just I wouldn't want to focus on reducing people's right to vote as much as like increasing people's access to civics education, right? I think that's what we should focus focus our energy on, is like giving more opportunities, more processes for people to get civics education than to creating roadblocks for people who might not be fully informed. Bong and stuff says, ain't no way. Xander Hall is so dumb though. Oh, okay. Yes, kind of. I will say both Xander Hall and Hunter Avallone, they peaked for me during some of the last few. I think these were some of the final like Dylan Burns panels the hippy dippy roundtables. Like both of them, I feel like they impressed me like several times on those panels, like way more than I thought they were capable of. So I think Xander Hall had a lot of potential. I don't know if he's like squandered it. It kind of seems like maybe he has. And I think Hunter Avalon is now working for like Occupy Democrats. He does like content on the Occupy Democrats channel, which is interesting. But I mean, that stuff is I mean, it's like slop. It's not it's feel good content for like normie Dems, you know, which is not a bad thing. But it's just not I don't know. It's not like deeply substantial, you know. Asman looks way worse than that. Yeah, definitely. I like the dead rat. That's really funny. Michelle says, like, his GF was stealing his money to buy meth and he was begging his mom for weed money. Oof, rough times. Rough times. Rough times. Times are hard out here, y'all. Hey, guys, donate to the stream and give me weed money. Yeah, it looks sharp, Phantom X. Good job. Good call. Good call on the color scheme. Lefty Warrior says, increase education to use smartphones to vote. Maybe. I don't know what the logistics of that would look like, and security of that would probably have some issues. Wait, what was the first thing Polygraph said? Oh, Polygraph. Okay, Polygraph's two things. Number one is Asmongold looks way worse than that, and number two is AI creates the same generic looking comics. That's true. But Phantom says, not necessarily. I've made AI make pretty unique cartoons. There you go. I guess it depends. Yeah, it depends on your prompting, right? It is based on the artist's work that it ate, but I mean, it's obviously going to combine. Like, if you prompt it right, it can create something unique regardless. Was there a hole in the roof at Asmongold's? I don't watch Asmongold. Nightbot coming in with one of my favorite reminders about liking the stream, subscribing to the channel, getting a membership if you don't have one. We love our members and we show our love by giving them access to the best emotes in the game. I mean, can you imagine a Care React? Well, you don't have to imagine it. You can just sign up for a Radical Coder membership and use it. Or even Baby Umbreon. So cute. When you're mad, you can drop some angry jiggles. You know, it's good shit. Just a few. Just a few. Lefty says, I'm addicted to rage watching Tommy Boy for Trump and Cam Higbee. Is Cam Higbee the guy who went to that HBCU and got like ran out and got like assaulted? That right wingers have been crying about. It reminds me of like what I was saying the other day when I was talking about like Ruby and Grace and that drama. Like, to be clear, I'm not endorsing, justifying physical violence in any way, shape, or form. What I am acknowledging is that when you fuck with people in the real world, like actively and sometimes belligerently, like shit can go bad for you. Like you're not protected. Like free speech isn't going to protect you from people getting mad at you and hurting you. You know what I mean? Like, it protects you from the government stopping or, like, arresting you for those things. Potentially. I mean, maybe not now. If you're a leftist, but... Yeah, I haven't watched Tommy Boy for Trump. Sometimes I watch that Euro and travel guy. Who I think he has, like, what's that? What's the disease that the son in Breaking Bad has? I think he has that condition. At least, like, a subtle version of it. A glutton for punishment. You're in good company here, obviously. I mean, look at the panels we go on. Look at my emotes. Fitoy says, in a 10-people situation, 8 are dumb and logs and a vote is held to do something where survival is at line and the logs win 8-2. Will you go along with the outcome of that vote? When you say go along with the outcome of that vote and you say survival's on the line, so like you're saying like they basically voted for me to die? Like, no, I'm probably gonna try to not die. You know, I don't respect democracy to my own demise. You know, like I value democracy, specifically like constitutional democracy, which has like you know, like our rights as guardrails, and then democratic means to like elect representatives, to select certain to like change certain laws. I like that system. They're giving you selectors. That's one reason it's generic, I guess. So that stuff narrows your description. And then we were talking about the seed thing the other day. All these generations are based on an image. Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying. I don't know if I agree with the implications. I don't know. I understand there's like controversy about AI like stealing art, and a lot of generic art that comes out of AI is obviously like Also, are these all like AI? I guess these like the images in the background are AI, but like I feel like these are maybe manually put on there. Like this might be generated using AI. I don't know. It seems like some care went into this aesthetic here. Lefty says these Portland CE streamers on the right just troll people and harass them and try to get them to punch them or push them so they can call the cops on them. Yeah, exactly. This kind of thing. Like people who do that shit, like, I mean, what the fuck do you expect? Like someone's gonna hate you. Yeah, congratulations, dude. You pissed someone off and made them hate you. Like, let's see, this Tommy Boy for Trump. Let's see. Tommy Boy for Trump. Oh my God. Wait, I don't see him. Did I spell the name wrong? What is that poll? A two-sided question? Just answer the poll, Christine. Put the answer to the poll in the bag, all right? Lefty says, such snowflake victims MAGA is. This is true. This is true. Very snowflake, very triggered, very pathetic, very weak, very tiny hands. The duck looks AI. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely an AI duck. Yeah. I mean, the whole background, like, itself might have been, like, AI generated. But I'm thinking, like, I mean, how would you... I guess like nowadays, like ChatGPT could do this stuff where you're like, oh, put like silly pictures of Trump in the background. Like, are we being specific? Like one of the. Okay. One of my roommates came home and I was making sure that Umbreon didn't like poop in the hallway when he was out there, but he didn't. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. AI Trump DBZ, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely all AI stuff, yeah. Umbreon does have opinions. He's very loud. But even that, I think, is giving them too much credit. Maybe. I mean, I'm not like in the business of giving them credit or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I like the channel. I like what they're doing. I mean, I don't know if I'm not super concerned about the means. I mean, like it is what it is. I don't know. As long as people are like getting the information, I guess that's what I care about more than anything. Yay, Umbreon. Thank you, Umbreon, for screaming over and over and over and embarrassing me in front of all my best friends. Yeah, you. He is so rude. Cop Watcher says, I agree MAGA IRL streamers are trying to bait and instigate, but I wish people wouldn't take said bait. It sounds cucked, but it's best to ignore or shun them. Same goes for First Amendment auditors. Yeah, totally. No, I agree. Like you should, like I said, I am not encouraging people to react with violence to these things. And if I can influence anybody who is, is going to end up in one of those situations, I would encourage them to not take the bait. What I'm also saying is that I can't control everybody. And if you go out and do that shit, people are going to hit you, or like people are likely to hit you. So that's just the reality. No. Like people hit for like dumber reasons than you like getting in their face and harassing them, Any negative, aggressive reaction is content. The content is what they're seeking, says Cop Watcher. Yeah, again, I agree. And I don't like that people give them what they're looking for, you know? I don't want them to be encouraged to keep doing that because I think it's like bad, you know? For choices, could I meant the 10 people scenario as a counter to IQ should not be a factor in voting. The 10 people scenario as a counter. Yeah, again, I'm not. I feel like IQ is not like the factor there. Like, because you could have like really intelligent people deciding to fuck you over, right? Like so it's kind of irrelevant. You have to like and also do not shock the dog. Yeah, if you like the stream, I will not shock the dog. For the algorithm and for anyone who doesn't realize, that's obviously I would never shock my dog. I'm not a dog shocker. Check out that link. Did you post a link in Discord? I don't see the link, Lefty Warrior. I can't. If you posted a link in the chat here, it doesn't show up, unfortunately. If you post in Discord, though, I'll be able to see it. The shock collar meme will never die. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Will be with us forever. And hopefully so will Kaya, you know? Long live Kaya. Another MAGA watching streams from Portland and Chicago. There are more good Trump bill memes on Reddit. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I bet there's a ton. The football one caught me off. I don't know. I haven't looked. I haven't dug into that at all. But that does sound fun. Well, my timer ends in like 3.5 minutes. We do have a goal of any color super chat. So if you guys do want to keep the stream going, that's the best way to make sure that happens. Put the link in Discord. I think Lefty's already in the Discord. Oh yeah. Sorry, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Put the link into the bag. You're literally yawning while you're whining. You were so pathetic. You're too tired to even go do what you want to do. Just take a nap. Sleepy ass dog. Check Discord. Checking Discord. Here we go. There's someone live watching various Trump okay, let's see.
You grow old and that's it. That's all I want.
I wish I could go. I know.
Michelle, of course, extending the stream. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you very much. W's for Michelle. Here, let me restart the goal. And we'll check out what these
Oh, for sure. I'm doing good.
This one hurts.
Like, are they just out there?
Wait, Alex, you were supposed to ask me a question. Yeah.
Hands off for menopause meds.
Oh no, well.
Hands off for menopause meds.
Like, are they just trying to piss people off? Is what it sounds like. Are they at protest? Like, where they're in Portland? I assume at like anti-ICE protest or something. I'll do at least another 15 minutes for the $2. Thank you again, Michelle. For choices, gonna join the Discord because that's how I roll. Well, you rock and you roll. Let's not watch this. Yeah, maybe not.
It's just people.
Right. Oh shit! Have a good night.
It's just it's so cringe. Look at the pink shark. That's adorable. I fuck with the pink shark.
I love my country.
He loves his country.
Is it still the American flag? Okay.
Okay, I don't care. I'm already bored. Oh, Tommy for Trump. 420 on X. That's the guy you guys were talking about earlier, right? Not Tommy Boy for Trump. They were chanting MAGA are pedos the other day. That's hilarious and true. It's at an ICE detention center, I believe. Well, all these people are out protesting them. Fuck them. is a civil duty. Wait, I don't know why I just clicked like. They've been protesting there for months. Yeah. It's a rage watch bad habit I have. That's fair. I feel like
House.
do you guys remember, did anybody watch this when I think it was during like the first wave like when the National Guard was first being like talked about being put out in LA and Portland and stuff, and there were all these I know like Andrew and Rob they had like all these different cams up where they're watching all these cities, all these protests, and like fucking nothing was happening, and they watched it for days and just nothing, there's nothing going on. There are students from the left too. Oh yeah, that sounds honestly more interesting. I don't like the cringe antagonism. Are there people just like documenting, you know? Maybe even interviewing people. That could be good content. That's mostly what's going on. Yeah, well, exactly. So I guess he's doing the same thing that like Andrew and Rob were doing, but like they made like a huge spectacle out of it. Only Mr. Bill says you were not watching the night streams, evidently. I definitely did. I watched quite a bit. I'm not saying there was nothing, but like most of what they like, it was like almost all like super boring. Like there were a few times where there's like specific events from various angles, right? Also good to see you, Mr. Bill. I'm glad that your caretaker is letting you chat with us tonight. But like I saw like certain events from multiple angles. Like there was one like gas station I saw get like looted. But the thing people seem to misunderstand about looting is it's not like a political statement, right? Like people looting are not looting to do like it's not political violence when people are looting. Like people loot because they're opportunistic, right? They see the opportunity to go loot and think they like won't get caught. They don't care about like making political change. Like why would looting be like any sort of political statement, right? Copwatcher says there's not much going on there at the Portland facility either, just a bunch of protesters and MAGA streamers. Yeah. I mean, I figure that's just like what's been going on everywhere, right? That's what's been going on at most ICE facilities for months. True crime. Yeah, exactly. And even a lot of rioting. Like, because it's really hard to identify like who starts rioting, like who starts those sorts of events. Like oftentimes like the people who instigate those sorts of things, like we never find out who it was, and like for all we know it could be, you know, like there could be people who are there like trying to make the crowds look bad, or trying to get like I don't know, like exactly what people say happened on January 6th. Even though we can just like watch the footage and see everyone talking about why they're there, what they're trying to do. The woman crying after being pepper sprayed, saying, "It's a revolution. We're here to take the Capitol." I'm almost certain most looters either don't vote or apolitical altogether. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can't say that for sure, but like I mean, it's certainly an apolitical action, right? Let's see. This one has both left and right side streamers. Okay.
I have the clown stream too. I can pull her up.
Are we gonna get struck for the fucking Teach Me How to Dougie playing? We're gonna get got. They're trying to get us. By the way, there's 20 people watching, which is cool, and only 13 likes, which is less cool. So let's try to even that out a little bit. If you have not liked the stream, it'd be super helpful. Really appreciate it. Looks like maybe it's gone down to 18. There's still plenty of room for stream likes, you know? Yeah, I'm not gonna let that play. It's gonna. I mean, this guy. It seems like he is doing the thing where his like because it's a stop live playback, so he's not like his stream doesn't. My streams stay up, so when I play like even 10 seconds of like copyrighted music, I get fucked for it. Or at least my videos get demonetized, and then I have to like clip it out and stuff. Futoy says, is pepper spray food safe? Because I can't find pepper that's strong enough. I have no idea. Is pepper spray food safe? Can't find pepper that's strong enough. I probably wouldn't recommend it. I don't think so. Do you like really hot foods? Is that what you're saying? Like for like the hottest sauces, you need like all the Scovilles. Copwatch says $20. Most looters didn't vote for Kamala Harris. I think that's a fair bet. I'm not gonna take you up on it, but I don't even know. I wouldn't make a claim about it at all. Michelle says it's not. Do not put pepper spray on your food, says Michelle. Probably a good call. Why are you whining again? What do you think it's gonna get you? Bear spray for tacos? Like strong pepper. What do you mean strong pepper? Do you like... Oh, it's in black and white. Okay, I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I understand now. Okay, yeah. Michelle says, get actual hot sauce. You know, I got a gift. I haven't been able to use it yet. But I got like this hot sauce. It's an advent calendar of hot sauces. Maybe I'll open those on stream each day and try them with some tasty treats. If you want to give me money to make sure that I can put those on tasty food, now would be a great time to do it. Futoy says, Michelle, you are not my dad. And she says, I'm your mom. Good counter. Umbrand is begging for IRL stream / dog walk stream right now. Oh, no, he's not. He just wants to go play with the cats. But I've let him out like 3 times now, and I don't want to give in when he whines. It's bad practice for me. And it teaches him that he can scream and whine to get released out there, which is not a good thing. But he's also pretty stubborn anyway, so I don't know. He's probably just gonna like I guess if the option is like he's gonna cry for the next hour, or he's going to cry until it lets him out. I don't know. I don't know what the best move is. This is my first time raising a dog. I don't know. I don't know how to handle it. And I'm not getting a shock collar, so. Black and green peppercorn are more spicy, it says, but I don't think I've tried those. That sounds interesting. Black and green peppercorn. I don't think I've tried those either. I'm Brown. Play the toy. We may only have 5 minutes left anyway, so you might be freed. 5 minutes and 47 seconds left in the goal. Yeah, mustn't reward bad behavior. Exactly. But if he's quiet for a minute, maybe I'll give him like a dental stick or something. He squeals like the Phantom Children in Silent Hill. That's how I taught him. I used to lock him in a room and make him watch the Silent Hill movies over and over and over. Or video game, whatever you're referencing. That's what I made him watch. Polygraph says, I think black and white is the one that is maybe most common. Yeah, well, I think so. Like black pepper and white pepper. I see them as separate things, but I don't know. Futoy says, Coder, I was going to give you all this dog advice, but I can tell you're a good dog dad, and I know you got this. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But, I mean, hey, if you have advice, like, again, I'm not a seasoned dog raiser, I've only had one other dog before this, and she was already, like, an adult, She already knew. She was already, like, trained. The first game, yeah, that's what I made him watch over and over. On whatever system you played it on. Polygraph says, another page says green or less spicy. Stop lying to us. Well, green peppers are not spicy, right? So I guess that makes sense. Hey, Kuro, lurking in chat. I see you. I saw you in another chat the other day. I can't remember whose, but you were not just lurking. I saw you chatting in another chat. And I was like, he only uses lurk in my chat. I felt kind of betrayed, to be honest. But it's good to see you. Even though you're betraying me.
This guy doesn't even say nothing.
No, Cam just enters the room and they're all like,
Hopefully you can.
Anti-Rebel's got the chat right now.
Thank you, brother.
Again, there's like music playing in the background. Cellulite podcast. Oh shit. Oh, first of all, Baxter Boy coming out with the $5 again. The silent that we love Baxter Boy here. Thank you so much, Baxter Boy. Always appreciate you. Cellulite, what's going on, buddy? Salutations indeed. Hope you're doing well. French does not have this issue. Interesting. Officer, before you spray me, let me get a hot dog. True. Poivron? Am I saying that right? Poivre? Poye? I don't know. I learned French on Duolingo for like months and none of it stuck. I mean, I think I can maybe read some of it still, but I didn't practice the speech thing very often. I would always like skip out on those because I don't know. I think I would get insecure when I would try to speak it, and it made me feel sad. Oh, I meant to do 30 minutes there, so we'll see. Cellulite says, I'm here, can't complain. Well, thank you for being here. Again, appreciate it. Hope you're, yeah. I guess I already said hope you're doing well. Well, I still hope you're doing well. It was nice being on your stream a little while back. That was when I was fighting with Angry Man, right? That was your stream? Love fighting with Angry Man. Hopefully we get to clash more in the future. Pouvre and Pouvron. Is that right? Or Poivron? Poivre? Am I supposed to pronounce the V? Poivre? Poivron? I should do my Duolingo. I should start doing my French Duolingo on stream. I think Michelle would probably be able to help me out with that. Yes, thank you, Baxter Boy. Thank you again, Baxter Boy. Poivre. Okay.
Of course. Cam Higby. What's up, buddy? Yeah. Hello. Oh, it's so.
Wait, so we got Cam. They're talking to Cam on this stream, but Cam's streaming over here. Not pauvre versus pauvre, which is peppered. Interesting. Okay. The more you know. You know what they say, learning is radical. Or at least this one handsome guy I know with a cute wiener dog who likes to whine a lot. He says that. I forgot about it. I should have given him a stick a minute ago. He was quiet for a minute. All right, let's do a countdown. If he's quiet for the next minute, we're gonna give him a stick.
It's a bad word. That's a hate crime. You're going to jail.
Jesus, what the fuck? These people are so cringe.
Can you believe that? Oh, this one's violent.
Yes, we are violent. Fucking act accordingly.
That's a crazy thing to yell out, right? Like even if you're like trying to like mock other people when you say that, like that. Yeah, I don't know. Like that could be considered like a aggression, like an act of aggression in some sense, right? I mean, I don't know. I again, my advice to these people is to not do what they're doing, right? That's JD Delay. I've never heard of him. I can't back it up. This is live. It's a live. It doesn't have the backup feature, unfortunately. I mean, I'll keep playing him. Yeah.
I'll have charges for touching kids. It's
sounded like he said he'll have charges, which is
fucking insane. It's super wild. We're going to be doing more in-depth looks because we're running.
Ooh, Pretend Media here says restreamers steal original content for profit, which I'm also kind of doing, right? So shame on me as well, I guess.
A lot more people's backgrounds to see how many of these Antifa fucking retards are actually also.
Hey, we don't use that word here, JD Delay.
I'll do recon of him.
That guy? I don't know. Some photographer.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, well, I would also encourage people to go subscribe to Pretend Media. Maybe I don't know if they're if they're just like Yeah, I don't know. He's a little delayed. Yeah. Developmentally, perhaps. You tell him. I will tell him.
If he shaved his mustache a little bit, he'd look a lot like Hitler. He's like 4 feet tall and looks.
Why? Like, this shit can be triggering to the faint of heart. It's just cringe. Like, I don't know. Like when people do this kind of shit in public, it's like the kind of people who you avert. You like try not to make eye contact, right? Like you see them and they're like yelling some shit at you, like trying to provoke you, and you're like, okay, have a nice day, okay, please get away from me. Like, it's so fucking weird. Like, nobody wants to run into these fuckers in public. Pretend is also right wing. Never mind. Don't subscribe or subscribe to Pretend. As bad as Mercado. I don't know what Mercado is, but Cop Watcher says, one of the protesters there, her name is Pam, forgot her last name, was one of the J6 rioters and rejected Trump's pardon. She appears often on some of the MAGA streamers' feeds and argues with them. Interesting. I know there was a couple people who rejected the pardon. He's a man that doesn't want males in women's prisons. Yeah, what was he personally worried about? Hey, Denizen. Good to see you, buddy. Michelle says, if a male prisoner was more dangerous than a male guard, too. Also a good point. Lefty says, they call her Pam Tifa now because she rejected MAGA after J6. That's hilarious. But based of her. Like, absolute queen moment. But if this Jacob Snake Up guy is stealing Pretend's media and all this other content, and I'm stealing his content, then that makes me morally safe, right? Like I'm doing good because I'm stealing from the stealers. I'm stealing from the thieves. Only Mr. Bill says that Pretend Media calls ICE people secret police. Please know what you're talking about. Well, they are kind of, right? They kind of are. They kind of are Trump's like secret police. So, I mean, and Pretend Media might think that's a good thing for all I know. I don't know. This is true, Michelle. You're just the good guy. It doesn't matter. That's right. You're okay because you're on our side. Based. I'll take it. You are the Robin Hood of social media, Ryan. Steal from the rich and give to the needy. How's the Shrek song go? Oh no, chat finally broke. It's been good all night. You wouldn't download a house? Yes, I fucking would. Yes, I would. I would download a car. I would download a house. I would download a fucking plane. All right? I would download anything I could. Michelle says, ICE don't identify themselves and go kidnap people, which is true. They do that. Only Mr. Bill says, you don't have morals, so it should not matter to you. Interesting. That's news to me. Did you guys hear that I don't have morals? Mr. Bill just confirmed it. I was unaware. I thought I had pretty an ever-evolving moral system like most regular human beings. Michelle says, Mr. Bill, you're the one saying it's not happening. That's true. Cobb Watcher says, Pam Tifa, Pam Hempel. She's very based. Okay. Pam Hempel. Pamela Hemphill. An American former Trump supporter who took part in the United States Capitol on January 6th. Let's check out this CNN interview with her. Why is this so zoomed in? Oh, it's because I'm on CNN website.
Don't stay.
Can I just get the video? Let's go back to YouTube. Pam Hemphill. For choices, will Trump get another term by becoming vice in the next term and stepping up? I feel like if he does, I feel like he's rather just gonna try to get he's probably more likely to just try to like change the rules, right? So he can just run again. You gonna stick? You gonna stick, huh? He whined a little bit, but he was pretty quiet for a bit, so I think he's a good boy. He's a good dog. You don't care and we care, and you're like, well, I would care before you would. Trump was pardoned? No? What are you talking about? When we say she rejected Trump's pardon, it means that she received a pardon from Trump and she rejected that pardon. So like she's somebody who was arrested for her actions on January 6th. And she recognized that she did something wrong. She recognized that she was being misled by Trump, who's a liar, and lied to her and convinced her that it was a good idea. And she took responsibility for her crimes. Yeah, CEO of integrity and intellectual honesty. Yeah, Bannon keeps talking about this. Bannon's been talking about it more and more. Almost all, like virtually all J6ers got one. I think there was a couple of people who just got their sentences commuted. Like the leader of the Oath Keepers, Stuart Rhodes, I believe. He got his commuted. But Enrique Tarrio got a pardon for his 20-year sentence. A couple of Burks, good to see you, says Trump won't live long enough for any extra terms. He's old and really unwell. He is looking rough. He is looking rough and sounding rough. Trump and increasingly erratic too. I'm not sure Trump's gonna make it through this term. Like just of like all the things that are probably wrong with him. Yeah, like Michelle says, you know what they do with leaders like Trump? They hide their health problems till it's over. Yep, exactly. And I think they've been setting the stage for that. Like the whole time they were saying that Biden was like, Biden was just a puppet. That he was never in charge of anything. He was completely brain dead or whatever his whole term, which is ridiculous. Like, love or hate Joe Biden. Like, I mean, he clearly knew what was going on. Like, even if you listen to the debate, one of the worst debate performances in the history of the country, right? But if you listen to what's being said in that debate, save for like the gaffes, like we defeated Medicaid or whatever, we defeated Medicare, whatever dumb shit like that. Like, if you listen to his answers to the questions, if anything, he's answering the questions like too well, right? Like he's going too into detail about like foreign policy and stuff because he actually understands what's happening in the country, what's happening around the world. Like he understands his job really well. You saw a thing about DOJ redoing his pardons since they were exactly the same, aka they're using AutoPen to sign for Trump. They have been this whole time. They keep all this footage of them walking up to Trump and showing him an executive order and be like, this one does blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay. Wow, that's great. Thank you. It's fucking ridiculous. You guys remember when he like overnight signed us into the was it the Alien Enemies Act? Alien Enemies Act, Trump, Marco Rubio.
Sir, there's been some criticism that the Alien Enemies Act has only been invoked 3 other times. They were all during times of war. Do you feel that you're using it appropriately right now?
Well, this is a time of war.
Okay, that's not the one. There's one where he like doesn't even realize that he did it. Trump forgets he invoked alien enemies. Blames Marco Rubio. You guys remember this? Am I like imagining things? There's just so much crazy shit happening. Let me Google it. Or ChatGPT it. Maybe I'll find the clip. He's as conscious as the AutoPen, true. Happened for the China crypto guy also. Oh, yeah. He's like, I don't even know the guy. To be honest, I don't even know the guy. I heard he got a long sentence or whatever. Hey, Hurricane Barrow. But this is them confirming they're actually using AutoPen to sign for him. Oh, sure. It's more or less auto pen even when he's signing on camera. Yeah, but they okay. I see what you're saying. Copper says Trump is only one person, so there's other shitty people around him like Stephen Miller. Yeah, he is. He will unfortunately probably be around for a long time. I mean, we should charge him. A lot of these people are going to be charged. A lot of these people are going to face like serious repercussions if the Democrats have like any balls at all. Which, I mean, to be fair, they haven't often demonstrated that they do. But like, only Mr. Bill says you would be more entertaining if you just said Orange Man bad repeatedly. I'm sorry, Mr. Bill. For some reason, you keep coming back though. I don't know. You're probably thinking of Biden when Johnson asked him about a law he signed. I don't even think you understand anything about this. First of all, that's not on video. Secondly, Biden answered correctly, right? Because he didn't do the thing that Mike Johnson alleged he did. He didn't actually stop oil, the sales or whatever, like transfer of oil, like Mike Johnson asked him about. What he did was stop like the like new. It was a secession of new contracts, like temporarily. So like Mike Johnson's question was dumb and wrong, and Biden correctly answered that he didn't do that. So this is what you, because you swallow right-wing fake news like a certain substance that Donald Trump probably consumed when he was blowing Bill Clinton. Unlike Trump, though, says Copwatcher, Stephen Miller does not have a cult of personality, so we do have that going for us. That's true. That's true. Stephen Miller does not. Thank God. He doesn't have the charisma. He's just a fucking weirdo. Polygraph says the account then shifted to the political consequences, asserting that the House could realistically vote on impeachment. 5 GOP House members reportedly told them. Ooh, juicy. We have the numbers to force a vote to impeach. We will vote with all Democrats to stop this madness. Based? The problem is the Senate? Yeah. Nightbot reminds us to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, get a membership or gift a membership. He's no spitter. Spitters are quit. Read the text. I'll read it in a second. But Mr. Bill, you recognize that the text that you're describing is just Mike Johnson's word, right? Polygraph says, AP, Justice Department quietly replaced identical Trump signatures on recent pardons. Okay. But hang on. Oh, wait. Hang on. No. There was a situation where Trump was asked about his invocation of the Alien Enemies Act, like right after he signed it, like right after he did it overnight or whatever. He was asked about it, and he said, "Oh, Marco Rubio's in charge of that or something." I just want to confirm this because I know that I remember there's a clip about this. I know this happened. Yes, there's on-camera coverage of Trump deflecting AEA responsibility on Rubio. Here we go. Trump says he didn't sign proclamation invoking Alien Enemies Act. Here we go.
Did you know which part?
Shut up, kid. I'm trying to learn about politics here. Oh, my goal ended. Guys, the goal ended. You know what that means. I'm probably going to end the stream soon. I guess I'll give you guys a few minutes to convince me otherwise, with money ideally. But I'll try to do a good morning stream tomorrow if I wake up on time. I'm a little sleepy. Okay, here we go.
Is shaping up to be one of the biggest legal battles of his first 2 months in office. And this policy consequences will be. An hour after that, Lane's touch proclamation was. When it comes to this issue of signature or no signature, if you look at the proclamation invoking this wartime power over the weekend, it's on the White House's website. It is listed as a presidential action, and it reads, by the President of the United States of America. But even further, signature issue of...
These are really some bad people out of our country. I'm not really involved in that.
Oh, here it is.
Rubio, when he was asked if he could deport people using that same policy right now.
I would say that I'd have the Secretary of State handle it because I'm not really involved in that. but the concept of getting
He said, I'm not really involved in that, referring to the invocation of the Alien Enemies Act. Literally a wartime power, right? That hasn't been used in like 200 years or something crazy. And he said, I'm not really involved in that. This is your guy, Mr. Bill. This is your guy, by the way.
bad people, murderers, rapists, drug dealers, all of these are really some bad.
Okay. So he blames Marco Rubio. The thing he just signed. Is this what hang on, let's see. Polygraph, or somebody said the AP article. I was gonna Google that. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Justice Department quietly replaced identical Trump signatures on recent on pardons. Even better. Even better. Notice how they edited out the question. I've seen the full clip, Bill. It's okay. But we can find it now. Now that we've seen the exact quote, right? Do you want to find the full clip so you feel better? Okay. Trump asked about Alien Enemies Act. Umbreon, stop. How are we ever going to find this? Alien Enemies Act. I'm not really involved. That's what he said, right? Okay, this Daily Show thing keeps popping up, so maybe
who the Don bet you something. I buff. Taste of a war. And the pill he should have used the.
No, that's not it either. Ah, we're gonna find this, okay? I'm committed now. Clip of Trump being asked about signing the Alien Enemies Act. Let's see if we can find the full clip. Forbes is right wing. They might have the full clip. Probably will give you it. I don't know about that. Yeah, this is also a good point from Michelle. It shouldn't even matter. The C-SPAN classroom segment features William Banks discussing it. No, there's a clip of Trump being asked, and he says he's not really involved. Looking for that full interview. Okay, but I'm closing out after this. All right, guys, we're wrapping up soon because you guys didn't give me enough money, and I'm extorting you. CNN South Lawn clip from March. Okay. Yes. Cool. Says CNN. No. Oh, no. Damn it. Okay. Well, this is Trump says he didn't sign. Okay. Here we go. This is the article. I mean, here's the quote. I don't know when it was signed because I didn't sign it. That's literally his quote. So that's what he said. He said, I don't know when it was signed because I didn't sign it. Does that settle it, Mr. Bill? I know you might have like sympathy for him not remembering things because you're also an old man. I get it. We want to get criminals out of our country. We don't know. Okay, so actually that was in the clip. Wait. That was the I cut it out. I just paused before he said that, I think, because he was saying we want to get criminals out of our country. Autopin president. He is. He could be referring to the act itself. This was Caroline Leavitt's spin. But why would he bring up Marco Rubio then? Why would he say other people handled it, but Marco Rubio has done a great job and he wanted them out and we go along with that? Why would he say, why does that make sense if he's talking about the original act? You think Marco Rubio signed the original Alien Enemies Act? I want you to answer that, Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill, do you think Marco Rubio signed the original Alien Enemies Act? We're going to wait for Mr. Bill. Well, maybe he meant he didn't put it on a billboard signage in the front yard. He totally signed it with a totally real pen, though. Says Josh. Do you think Marco Rubio signed the original Alien Enemies Act? I'm just curious. Okay, I don't think I have to do the whole bit here. Like we know that's not what he was referring to, right? That it's obvious. It's obvious that's not what he's talking about because he immediately again says other people handled it, but Marco Rubio has done a great job and wanted them out, so we go along with that. This is in response to being asked about the Alien Enemies Act because he said we want to get criminals out of our country, number one, and I don't know when it was signed because I didn't sign it. These are his words. And then he talks about Marco Rubio sign, like taking. Well, he doesn't say Marco Rubio signed it, but he talks about Marco Rubio doing a great job and wanting them out, and we go along with that. So, I think that settles that. Okay, Mr. Bill says because he wanted a way to enact policies to kick illegals out, so he's saying Marco and others helped him find a way to do that. But he also says I didn't sign it. He says I don't know when it was signed because I didn't sign it. Polygraph quotes saying, I don't know when it was signed because I didn't sign it. Other people handled it. Marco Rubio has done a great job. He wanted them out, and we go along with that. There you go. Mr. Bill causing problems just a little bit. It's okay. We are at least in small part, a senior care facility here at the Radical Coder Stream because I personally believe in brain plasticity. I support the modern science on brain plasticity, and that tells us that even old, decrepit men like Mr. Bill, who are very, very, unfortunately, living their final days on this earth, and we appreciate him spending them with us. We really do. Thank you, Mr. Bill. Happy to have you here. Mr. Bill says he did not sign the act that allowed him to do it. That would be huge if true. You're saying he did not sign the act. Wait, what do you mean by that? Common sense is not the chat's. What do you mean by that? He did not sign the act that allowed him to do the Alien Enemies Act. He signed, I believe it was an executive order, right? It was a proclamation, right? Here we go. Again, if we just read a little bit further. Wait, can you guys see this? Here, let me shift this a little bit. I'm about to end, but I just want to get through this final meme here because it's super funny that Bill is fighting about this. But it says the proclamation invoking the Alien Enemies Act to deport people who the administration accuses of being affiliated with the Venezuelan gang appears in the Federal Registry with Trump's signature at the bottom. So this completely counters what Mr. Bill just said. He did sign that, or at least his signature is on it. But he said, I don't know when it was signed because I didn't sign it. You saw Bill and Ted, right? Not in years. It's been a long time. Josh says, maybe when he said he didn't sign it, he meant it, the dimensional being that turns you into a pedophile if you sign its ledger. Jesus Christ. Take the L like a man. What L? What? The proclamation invoking the Alien Enemies Act appears in the Federal Registry with Trump's signature at the bottom. His signature's on it, and he doesn't remember signing it. That's what's happening. Bill's trying to pull a funny. He literally meant the original Bill. Oh, that's what Caroline Levitt said, but he clearly doesn't mean that because other people handled it, like Marco Rubio. You can't have both, Mr. Bill. You can't have both, okay? Don't be greedy, old man. All right, I love you guys. 1798. Yeah, good point. Good point. He's talking about the original one. Yeah, that's why. And Marco Rubio signed the original act. But thank you guys. It's been a pleasure. Umbreon's going to kill me in my sleep if I don't go play with him, I guess. So, if I'm awake a little bit longer, I might stay up and like hop on another panel or something. If I do, I will like post in Discord and try to send you guys over there. But I think tomorrow we'll cover the ChatGPT thing that Jelly posted about. I think it's really interesting, and I want to talk about it. Radical runner running away from Mr. Bill. I don't have to run very fast, okay? You can't keep up. Josh says, well, oh, wait, that's what Josh just said. I'm sorry. Lefty says, MAGA's never wrong. They always win. They're the smartest humans on earth, just like King Trump. Yeah, and his amazing IQ. And he aced that test where he distinguished between giraffes and elephants or whatever. He's got a very good brain, as we all know. A very good brain. Okay. Should I raid you guys somewhere? Maybe I will. Let's see. Do you guys hear that whiny-ass dog? He's so annoying. I really need to get a new dog. Doesn't whine so much. Stop. Damn, not many people streaming tonight. I'm gonna send you guys a Kyla. Don't be mad. If we have any Kyla haters in chat, I myself am quite critical of Miss Not So Erudite, but woman, man, camera, TV. Mag has the biggest and best brains like no one has ever seen. Okay. Tell Kyla that learning is radical. Don't ever let her forget it.
My man, show him how much cream cheese you put on a bagel.